season, the Grayson County Lady Cougars did not make the regional tournament for the first time since the year 2000. That was that year, and this is this year, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball to start off the 2019-20 regular season at home against John Hardin. And a good evening and welcome here to the Cougar Den. We can kind of say for the first time this year, but we had two volleyball games and we had the alumni game as well, so it's been a little bit of a, I guess our fourth trip here officially. Sam Gormley here with you, as we'll be with you all season long, as it is the maiden voyage of truly basketball right here on K105 Digital Productions, and of course always live on K105. Today on the Locker Room Show, we'll let you know a little bit more about the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the John Hardin Lady Bulldogs, and we'll talk with the brand new head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. All of that will be coming up along with the starting lineups here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just walk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers.
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Sam Gormley back here with you as the Grayson County Lady Cougars getting ready to take on John Hardin in the first game of the 2019-20 regular season. So we appreciate you tuning in here to tonight's broadcast on K105, K105 Digital Productions. So you have the K105.com option that'll be up here in just a few minutes. You have the YouTube option, you have Facebook, you have Periscope, all of the different ways that we have for you to watch and or listen. So we appreciate you joining in with us for this maiden voyage here of basketball, as we have right now scheduled 49 basketball games this year. 49 of them, and that's not even counting the district tournament. So it's going to be a long season, but we're excited for it. John Hardin is the first team on the schedule here for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Again, this is the first game of the year for everybody, as this is the first game that games are technically able to even be played, as their head coach is Nikki Coleman. She is in her first season, as this is her first year overall, and her assistant coach is Jimmy Colvin, as head coach Jeffrey Brown resigned following last season and was replaced by Coleman. She had previously been the head coach at Alton Middle School for their girls team for the past 8 seasons, so she's making the jump up and making her varsity debut here tonight. When you look at this John Hardin team, the thing that you want to circle is last season, they finished with a record of 5-17. 3 of those 5 wins came against Fort Knox, and they lost in the 17th district tournament to Elizabethtown. When also you look at this scoring offense here for John Hardin, in 7 of their 22 games last season, they were held to less than 30 points. offense was a major struggle at times last year. They averaged just under 41 points a game, shot 29% from the field, 27.9% from beyond the arc, 43% from the charity stripe, which is less than ideal. As defensively, they gave up just about 58 points a game, and they pulled down just over 21 rebounds. Their leading returning scorer is Brooke Graham. She's averaging 11.4 points and 1.2 rebounds per game last year. She was far and away the leader from the charity stripe, 73.9%. So she is the person that they're really going to rely on from that point. Other returning players you need to know: 8th grader Sharon Tidwell, averaging just about 4.5 points and over 4 rebounds. Jaden Young is averaging 5.2 points and 3.6 rebounds, and Mackenzie Graves averaged 2.2 points and 2 rebounds per game. Again, the head coach is Nikki Coleman. John Hardin will have their next game of the season. They get to wait all the way until Saturday, when they will play Meade County at 6 p.m. That game will be held at Elizabethtown High School. When we come back, we'll let you know about the Grayson County Lady Cougars. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den as the Grayson County Lady Cougars are jamming out to some music, and there's nothing like having this in football. It's nice and quiet. I think we were at like Fort Campbell or something earlier this season, and there was a lot of really loud music, but it makes it a lot better. It was actually last year, now that I'm thinking about it. Allen County, Scottsville, it was so loud we could barely even hear ourselves think in the press box. It's not quite this point right now, but they're jamming out to some music. Grayson County Lady Cougars, though, missed the regional tournament last season for the first time since the year 2000. They finished the year with a record of 11-16. Previous head coach Josh Basham resigned during the offseason to take the principal's job at Caneyville Elementary. In fact, I was heard that he is here tonight. He's probably sitting somewhere in here, so it's good to see. In fact, there he is up on top, kind of behind us to my right, as he's here tonight. And Ted Hill was hired to be the new head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars. He previously had stops at Ohio County and Edmonson County. We'll have a little bit more on him once we get into the game here a little bit tonight with a little bit more information. But you know what? First impression that you can have of him is right now, if you look at midcourt, he's wearing a suit. And I love that. That's my favorite thing with a high school basketball coach, because I think, as my high school basketball coach put it, the guy who was the coach at Cooper High School and still is, Tim Sullivan, he says, when you look professional, you play better. and I think that looks really good out there. Leading returning scorer. In fact, this Lady Cougar team is pretty much returning everything from last year. They have one senior, Kaylee Masden, that graduated, but they're going to return all 4 other starters. Kenzie Renfro averaging 12.3 points last season. Rachel Snyder averaged just over 10. Laura Vincent averaged 9.4 and 8.3 rebounds. And you also have Bailey Snyder averaging 7.6 points and 3.7 rebounds per game. Other role players that you'll need to know about: Ella Robinson averaging 3 points and just under 4 rebounds a game. Jenna Nash, she only averaged half a point last season, but when you look at Jenna, she was dealing with a wrist injury for a lot of last season. And then also Arissa Riggs, she's a transfer from Hart County. Last year, she averaged just under 3 points and a rebound for the Lady Raiders, and actually had some decent games for them as well. So when we come back, we will talk to the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. That's coming up here on the Locker Room Show on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org, answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Lock on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Coach Ted Hill. And Coach, you had 2 scrimmages, one against North Hardin, one against Glasgow. What did you learn about your team during those?
Well, I learned, for one thing, that I really liked is that we play hard. And that was the main thing going into those. I told them before the game, number 1 goal was to play hard, and we did. We played our guts out. You were here for that one against North Hardin. We played really well. Went over to Glasgow. Didn't go as well. A lot of factors in that I won't get into, but we played hard both, and we're ready to play someone different and get the season kicked off.
One of the things when you look at your team is that you have a lot of seniors and a lot of senior leadership that has played a lot here, especially last season and the season before that. How important are they for your team to be successful this year?
Oh, they're very important. If those 4, if they play well, then, we're going to be in trouble. And obviously we're in a rebuilding mode with the mindset to win now, which a good thing. I walked into a great situation for seniors, 4 juniors, all 8 with experience. So excited about that. But the 4 seniors I've been on, we've talked a lot about culture in the locker room, taking care of the young ones, being a good leader, a servant leader, and that's what I'm looking for out of them.
Last season, this team didn't make the regional tournament for the first time since the year 2000. Have you had to emphasize for your team that last year was last year and this year is this year?
I have. That's not. We can't do anything about it. I mean, it's over. Forget about whatever happened whoever's fault it was, maybe it was their fault, and move on. It's time to move on. New system, new everything, new year. Forget about it and go on. Finish out, especially those seniors, finish out your high school career on a winning note, cutting nets in the sports center in the region. That's what we plan on.
So you mentioned getting off to kind of that good start and everything. How important, though, is starting off the year 1-0?
Very important, especially, we just talked about, hey, you don't worry about last year, but you know how players are. They're young, and they don't forget. Fans don't forget. It's very important for us not only win tonight, but get off to a great start. And if we do, look out.
When looking at John Hardin, what are some of your thoughts on that team?
I watched some film on them today. I'd got scouting reports on them, but I hadn't seen film. And I got the film today, and they're a lot better than I thought they were going to be. They run and jump press, very physical. They're quick. They've got a little size to them. So they're going to press us. We're going to press them back, and we'll just see who wins tonight.
Do you like that your teams are almost even played similar style to kind of test that early on in the year?
Oh, absolutely. It'd be a lot like North Hardin. That's what they reminded me of on film. A little bit more erratic than North Hardin. They'll throw the ball around a little bit. So I don't know how much they've pressed against each other or how you can, it's different when you say, hey, they're going to come and press us and actually simulate and practice with your freshmen. It's different when you actually see the heat. So we're looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good opening game. I think very exciting game for fans to watch.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Well, more here on the Locker Room Show coming up after this.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just walk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
I am a nurse.
A firefighter.
A college student.
A mother.
And I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready.
For every storm.
And disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors.
My family.
And my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. As we're getting ready to get underway here, we'll have your starting lineups and more coming up after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org.
Cougar Den as we're getting ready to get underway. So we'll run through your starting lineups for John Hardin right now, take a break, and bring you the starting lineups for the Lady Cougars. Mackenzie Graves, a senior guard, a sophomore guard, Jaden Young, a senior guard, Brooke Graham, a sophomore guard, Kiona Clay, and an 8th grade forward, Sharon Tidwell. So again, Graves, Young, Graham, Clay, and Tidwell is your starting lineup for John Hardin. The Lady Cougars lineup is next here on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Now your starting lineup here for the Grayson County Lady Cougars. As first off, you have number 1, Laura Vincent. And also starting at guard is number 22, Kenzie Renfro. And your forwards, number 34, Bailey Snyder. Number 15, Rachel Snyder. And number 13, Ella Robinson. So that is your starting lineup, and we are underway. The Lady Cougars control the opening tip. And as into the left corner here is Bailey Snyder. Up top now with Renfro. Renfro down inside to the right block to Vincent. She goes up with a shot, and it's blocked from behind. All ball, but a foul is called. So the first foul of this game is going to be called as Sharon Tidwell picks up the foul. As I had her listed as 23, but she's listed as 22 here on the roster. So she picks up the first foul. Laura Vincent to the free throw line, and her first one is good. You might have heard during Meet the Cougar night that the Lady Cougars' personal goal this season is to shoot 80% from the free throw line. Last season, Vincent, as she misses the first one off there, the second one off the back of the iron, the rebound is pulled down long by John Hardin. Last season, she was just over 50%. Ball tapped out, saved in bounds, not in time though. As Mackenzie Graves tried to snap that one in from going out of bounds, but she didn't have one, and now the Lady Cougars need someone to pass this in. Finally, Renfro will be the one to do it. She looks, and she'll pass it in now to Rachel Snyder, who has it backcourt. She's quickly double-teamed. Now she's triple-teamed, breaking away, and now passes it off to the right wing to Vincent. Vincent now will dribble it with the right hand up top. As we welcome you in here to Lady Cougar basketball on K105, as this is WKHG Litchfield. Right wing, Vincent with the ball. Ball fake, down inside, off the right block. She goes up with a shot, and it is in. So Vincent just goes one-on-one. She has all three of the Lady Cougars' points, and Grayson County has an early 3-0 lead. Passing down here towards the near side, now towards the middle. Quickly, a press break off the left block. The shot is partially blocked by Rachel Snyder. Rebound pulled down by Renfro, and she dribbles it off of her foot. And possession, they will say it was knocked out by John Hardin. So possession will go here towards the Lady Cougars. As checking out of the game for John Hardin is number 22, Sharon Tidwell. And I believe checking in is, I'm not even sure, honestly, who was the one that checked into the game. Lady Cougars, though, have the ball 1 minute into the game, up 3-0. Renfro with it straight away. Dribbling it with the left hand down the left side. She'll go up, stutter step into the lane. The shot is no good. Rebound is dribbled off of Renfro's foot, and it'll go towards Lady Cougar or Lady Bulldog basketball. As the Lady Cougars are coached, though, by Ted Hill, as he is in his first season as the head coach of this Lady Cougar program, as he is replacing Josh Basham, as that ball is knocked out of bounds by Kenzie Renfro, as he is replacing Basham, as he was the head coach at both Ohio County and Edmonson County as well. And in fact, he won the 2010 3rd Region Championship. So back to action we come. Down the right side of the lane is Clay. She goes up with a shot. It's no good, but she's fouled on that play by Grayson County. That'll be the first one on Ella Robinson.
Ella Robinson, her first, team's first. Kiana Clay at the line for 2.
So Clay will go to the free throw line. Last season, the sophomore was 27.3% from the free throw line. As a team, John Hardin shot 43%. The first one is off the back of the iron and no good. Lady Bulldogs still looking for their first points here of this game, as it's 3-0 Lady Cougars, 6:35 to play here in the first quarter. Clay's second attempt coming. Is no good. She tried to bank that one in. The bank is not open, though, and the long rebound is pulled down by Laura Vincent. Vincent, an outlet pass up to Renfro, though. It's stolen away, and Renfro's now going to pick up a foul. That's a good call. There's a little bit of frustration there by Kenzie. So that's the first foul called on Renfro. And the thing that you're going to see, if you watch some of the Lady Cougars games, and this is the first time you've really seen anything about this year's team, style of play is a main difference. As you're seeing right now, the full court press is coming out. Vincent attempts to steal on Clay. Clay keeps the dribble going as Vincent now is going to be called for a foul. Reach in. So that'll be her first and the team's third. So to pass this one in now for John Hardin will be Brooke Graham. John Hardin working from left to right on your radio dial. Graham, three-pointer, right wing is no good, short. Long rebound pulled down by Renfro. Renfro now looking for help. A long length of the court pass, and it is stolen away at first by John Hardin's Jaden Young, but she wasn't able to control it, and it ends up going out of bounds. So the Lady Cougars will have this ball as they're working from right to left in their white jerseys with orange numerals. John Hardin in black jerseys with red numerals. Renfro, nice pass down to the left block to Robinson. Robinson's shot is up and good. Ella Robinson gets on the board. It's 5-0 Lady Cougars, still having a shutout. Down the near side goes Clay. Down to the left block. The shot is up. No good. Long by John Hardin. Rebound by Robinson. Robinson outlet pass up to Vincent. Vincent over to the right side now to Renfro. Renfro down the right side. Shot is up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Rachel Snyder. And a foul is going to be called. No jump ball is the call, so possession will go towards John Hardin. The defense has been very impressive for the Lady Cougars so far here early on, and that's something that you will hear Coach Hill preach up. He wants to speed teams up, especially teams that might have a lot of youth like this John Hardin team does. Pass is tipped, but goes into the hands of Graham. Graham with it down the right side, into the right corner now. It's taken by Young. Young goes down, drives, and she's fouled on that drive. That's going to be on Ella Robinson. That is going to be her second. And the team's fourth, so we're probably going to have a substitution here early on. No, Coach Hill's going to stick with Robinson in there with 2 fouls here. 5:33 to play in the first quarter, 5-0 Lady Cougars. Double teamed on the right block. Fadeaway jumper is no good. The rebound is ripped down by Renfro. Now she loses it on the floor. Picked up off the right side. That shot is good by Clay. And John Hardin is on the board, 5-2 Lady Cougars. Renfro with the ball up towards the far side. She has it up into the right front court. Now she'll dribble it down. The shot up, fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebound is pulled down, though. Renfro is going to get it. Now a fight for it on the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball possession that will stay with the Lady Cougars. 5:09 to play here in this first quarter, 5-2. Sam Bormley here with you today, though, on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. We have all kinds of different options and abilities for you to watch here of the different games here. Renfro ties her shoe. Now she'll throw it in to Snyder, who has it out front. Rachel Snyder with the ball. She dribbles it with the right hand, loses it, taps it out though to Bailey. Bailey driving it down now the right side. She goes up with a shot. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Some fouls called on Jaden Young. That'll be her first and the team's second. So Bailey Snyder now will go to the free throw line. Last season, the senior was 50% from the free throw line. And that one was perfect. Nothing but net. 6-2, Lady Cougars lead this one. 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Reagan Cave set to check in the game. Second free throw by Bailey Snyder is good. She gets the friendly roll. And a sub coming in. Reagan Cave will check in for Bailey Snyder after making 2 free throws. So the Lady Cougars' goal coming into the season was 80% from the free throw line. They're 3 of 4 early on. Clay gets away with a double dribble. Now she's double teamed, stolen away by Cave, and they're going to give a timeout to John Hardin. So a timeout will be taken. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way.
Coming out of this timeout by John Hardin, that was their first. So we see the illustrious sports writer Don Brown making his way up. That was just a 30-second timeout there by John Hardin. Sam Gormley, though, here with you tonight. So we want to remind you to follow us on Twitter all season long at K105 Sports. We'll have updates from games that we broadcast, games that we don't, and everything. Again, this full court press. Clay trying to find help. She's double teamed, and she finally finds it, and there's going to be a foul on Rachel Snyder, and that's a good call. No, I missed what was the call. Was it steps or something? But the Lady Cougars are going to get the ball. Oh, so they say that she stepped on the line. I missed what it was. Nash passes this in. She's into the game to Renfro on the right block. Outside to Cave. Cave thinks about the 3, now drives down. Passes off to the left block to Vincent, but the pass is long into the hands of Nash. Nash out front to Renfro. Renfro drives down at the free throw line. Floater is good. Off the back of the iron, and Renfro gets her first points here of this young season. Down the left side. Quickly, a triple team comes, stolen away by Renfro. Renfro just throws it out, tries to get it to Vincent, but nothing going. Now a foul is going to be called from behind on Jenna Nash as Nash falls right on top of Jaden Young. So Nash will pick up her first foul. That'll be the team's 5th.
Number 4, Jenna Nash, her first, team number 5.
9-2, Lady Cougars lead this one. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play here in this first quarter. It's an exciting start to the game here. Lady Cougars trying to get off to a 1-0 start, as they did last year against Warren Central as well here. Down the right side, Clay. She tries to pass into Graham, who is in the far corner, but the pass was wild, and that'll be a turnover for John Hardin. Nash to pass this in. Looking for help, finds it with Cave right in the middle. John Hardin coming out with a little bit of a full court press of themselves, and Cave passed it into Nash, but Nash didn't end up seeing it. Renfro saves it from going out of bounds, and when she did, she threw it right at a John Hardin player who wasn't ready for the ball, and she stepped out of bounds. So the Lady Cougars will keep possession. Renfro with the ball. Out front now to Rachel Snyder. Rachel Snyder gets it poked away from behind. She controls it, though. Three-pointer left wing by Nash is short, and the rebound is pulled down by Clay for John Hardin. Clay working it. She loses it out of bounds. Possession stays with the Lady Cougars. Reagan Cave was in there on the defense.
Checking in for the Lady Bulldogs, number 10, Christine Kelly.
So substitution is Clay will check out. Renfro to pass in from the far side of the court. She passes it in to Vincent, who jumps up to grab it. She loses it, though, and goes down to the floor in a jump ball as somebody hit the deck there to dive after that one. And that was Jenna Nash. And a jump ball is going to be called, and we might have an injured player on the floor, and it's an injured player for the Lady Cougars. And it looks like it's Laura Vincent. And I hope that that's nothing too serious right now at all. That's not what the Lady Cougars need, as there is an injury for Laura Vincent. As Coach Hill, as Principal Josh Baldwin out there, along with athletic trainer, they're with him, and hopefully Laura is okay. So we'll take a quick 30-second break and come back here, and hopefully we'll be able to update you on more, as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Welcome you back here to the Cougar Den. We'll run through some scores here, as Laura Vincent actually is going to be rising to her feet now, as it looks like it's the left leg injury. She's not putting any weight on it, but Jason Kincaid and the athletic trainer are helping her off the floor, and let's hope that that is nothing too serious at all, because, I mean, Laura is a heck of a basketball player. So let's hope that that is nothing too serious. 9-2, though, the Lady Cougars lead this one here in the first quarter over John Hardin. So Bailey Snyder will check into the game for Vincent. There was a jump ball, and possession will go towards John Hardin. It's John Hardin to pass this one in. And steps is going to be called in the back court. Three-pointer straight away is good! Kenzie Renfro starts the quarter off with a deep three, and the Lady Cougars take a 51-39 lead. Graham with the ball. She's going to take it to the basket, into the corner. Coleman Petaway, three is no good off the back of the iron. Kenzie Renfro goes high off the glass to grab it. Renfro, an outlet pass up to Robinson. Robinson off the right side, stops, dribbles, shot in. Ella Robinson with the basket. And the Lady Cougars have answered with a quick 5-0 spurt here in the first 30 seconds. Steps called on the far side by Kettlehake. And immediately a substitution checking in as number 22, Sharon Tidwell. Interesting that she was not in the game even to start this quarter. 53-39, though, is the score. 7:15 to play here in this fourth quarter. Riggs with it. Over into the corner now to Reagan Cave. Her pass is stolen away by John Hardin. And Kenzie Renfro is there to poke that one from behind, and it goes flying into the fans down towards our left. And the basket is good by Mackenzie Graves as she scores 53-41, under 7 to play in this game. And this game is going to come down, can the Lady Cougars make free throws and withstand the John Hardin run? Into Cave. Cave, 15-footer from the left baseline is no good. Rebound, long one pulled down by Graham. Graham working it. She's 1-on-3. She splits a defender. She goes up with a shot and throws it out of bounds. And they're going to say that Kenzie Renfro's hand was in on it. So Bailey Snyder to check in. Reagan Cave will check out. So this will be passed in by Clay. Clay scans, gets it off now, driving it down. Graves, the floater is no good. Clay there for the rebound. Her shot's up, no good. Rachel Snyder there with a rebound. She puts a dribble down and loses it, and a double dribble is going to be called. Possession stays with John Hardin. 53-41, 6.5 minutes to play. If you just joined us, you've missed a great game. Floater is no good by Tidwell. Rebound pulled down by Rachel Snyder, and a jump ball is called as she's brought down to the ground. And that possibly could have been a foul on John Hardin. That's what Ted Hill wanted. So here comes Kenzie Renfro with the ball. Outlet pass over to the cross court to Riggs. Bailey Snyder now with it. She dribbles it now in between the circles, a pass off to Renfro. Renfro down the right side, off to the free throw line to Rachel. Rachel drives through, drives up the left side. Rachel Snyder has now tied her career high with 18 points, and she's got probably 11 or 12 rebounds. Clay with the ball, left front court, to the free throw line. It is taken now to Johnson. Johnson, fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebound pulled down by Rachel Snyder. Rachel Snyder picks up her dribble. She's double teamed and a foul is going to be called. That might have been a little bit of a makeup call. Foul called on Clay. That's her third and the team's sixth. So the Lady Cougars will shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. Jaden Young checks into the game. Checking out will be Nia Johnson. Renfro gets this one in. She nearly loses it but chases it down. Now to Bailey Snyder. She drives down the near baseline, goes up with a shot. She's fouled. So she will go to the free throw line to shoot some free throws. Foul is called on Jaden Young. That is her fourth. Team's seventh. So again, that will move the Lady Cougars into the bonus. Both teams will shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. Bailey Snyder. Was that 5? And Nikki Coleman is hot down on that sideline. And she's saying she has 20 seconds, but the player sat down, and usually what that means when the player sat down is that she's not taking her time as the 20 seconds. And I'm a little bit surprised that the official didn't give her a quick old tee there. Because I don't think that the little bit of an attitude there was necessarily necessary. But then again, that's why I'm 5 rows up and not down on the sideline or on the court. Bailey Snyder's free throw is good. Friendly roll. She touches every part of that rim and touches the end. The Lady Cougars lead is back to 15. The second one is short. Rebound, though, is pulled down. Renfro comes down with it off the left side. The shot is up and in. Timeout taken here by John Hardin as Kenzie Renfro gets a bucket in. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with her. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
We welcome you back here to the Cougar Den, as it has been an excellent basketball game here tonight, as Rachel Snyder has tied a career high with 18 points. If I look over his shoulder, I think our illustrious sports writer Don Brown is frivolously counting to see how many rebounds she has. 12 rebounds is what Don says. So again, if it's wrong, you blame it on Don. So we have her at 18 points and 12 rebounds right now for Rachel Snyder. Again, that is tying her career high, which was set on the road at Breckenridge County back on December the 18th of 2018. Full court press. John Hardin to pass this in. They get it in now to Clay. 58-41, Lady Cougars lead, 5.5 minutes to play. Clay, right-handed pass over into the corner now to Graves. Graves looking for help. Cross-court pass. She finds Coleman Petaway, who gets a hand on it. Passes out now to Graham. Graham picked up by Jenna Nash. Nash now outside. Three-pointer by Coleman Petaway is good. Nia Coleman Petaway with a basket. 58-44 now. John Hardin still trying to get in. They haven't been able to get within 9. Renfro outside now to Nash. Nash into the corner to Robinson. Robinson outside to Rachel Snyder. Rachel Snyder at the free throw line. Floater is good. There's a new career high for Rachel Snyder. 20 points again is the new career high for the junior forward, Rachel Snyder. Behind the back pass by Tidwell. She nearly loses it. Off now to Clay. Clay picked up by Robinson, and that'll be 5 on Ella Robinson. So Ella Robinson fouls out of the game here with 6 points.
Lady Cougars, number 13, Ella Robinson. That's her 5th personal foul. Team number 10.
So Robinson checks out. Reagan Cave checks in. Looks like she's laughing it up as she reaches the sideline. as she reaches the end, and Laura Vincent, I think, had a little extra something. So to the free throw line will be Clay. As Rachel Snyder, I don't think, knew that it was the double bonus, and she went and guarded Clay out of the rebound. Doesn't necessarily work that way. Clay's free throw is no good. So Kiona Clay is 0 of 10 from the charity stripe. The second one coming is no good as well. Rebound pulled down by Rachel Snyder. Snyder gets it taken away by John Hardin, but it goes out of bounds. As that was Tidwell. I'll tell you what, Tidwell, the 8th grader, she's got a nice future. She's a good little ball player. Bailey Snyder with it in the middle. Gets it across the timeline, picks up her dribble, finds Jenna Nash, who does a nice job from saving that one from hitting Ted Hill. Three-pointer straight away by Renfro. No good short. Long rebound chased down by Rachel Snyder. That's 14 for the junior. So straight away, Renfro with the ball, 4:20 to play. Lady Cougars lead 60-44. And Renfro was attempting to pass that one to Reagan Cave, and instead passes it to Cody Brock down on the sideline. Bram, a quarterback-type pass into Tidwell. Tidwell stops, dribbles, and the shot is good. Tidwell with their first basket here in this fourth quarter. Jenna Nash with the ball. Into the corner to Bailey Snyder. She dribbles it off her foot, keeps it going. Shot is up, no good. Into the hands of Rachel, who is fouled. And I think that was off of her, on her hand as well. The John Hardin faithful doesn't like it, but that was what appeared to be a decent call. That's Tidwell's third, team's 8th. So Rachel Snyder to the free throw line. She already has a career-high 20 points. The impressive thing is with this is that Laura Vincent hasn't played all but 4 minutes, really, as that one was no good by Rachel. Shot by Snyder is no good. She misses them both. Rebound pulled down by Tidwell, and a foul underneath the basket is called on Reagan Cave. And that will be Cave's 4th, and the team's 10th. So double bonus now here for the remainder of this game. So Tidwell will go to the free throw line. Tonight she is 3 of 8. Tidwell's shot coming is a high rainbow shot. It is short. Second one coming here is good. 60-47, 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. The Lady Cougars hang on to the 13-point lead. Bailey Snyder tries to pass into Cave. It's off of her hands, taken away by Tidwell. Tidwell across the timeline, quickly picked up by Cave. Off to Clay. Clay into the corner now. Three-pointer by Coleman. Petaway is long, and the rebound is out of bounds off of John Hardin. That'll be Lady Cougar ball. And Nikki Coleman is into the ear of, again, the official. And Annie Kuiper. And what's really interesting, too, is that even the book operator is into the ear of the official, which is something you don't usually see. Renfro nearly loses her dribble. Weaving through traffic, off to Kuiper. Her shot is up, and she's fouled hard by Tidwell. And Tidwell immediately says, that was my bad. No way you can complain about that one. That one was definitely a foul. So Kuiper to the free throw line. As Kuiper tonight is 1 of 4. That shot is no good. 60-47. Second shot. That one's no good as well. Rebound pulled down by Tidwell. Tidwell working it down the far side of the court. Pass down to the left block to Clay. Shot might have been partially blocked by Nash. The rebound was put back by Graves. She went up the shot and was blocked by the rim. She gets it back, and she puts it up again, and this time she's fouled by Jenna Nash, and that's 5 for Jenna.
That's her 5th personal foul.
So Jenna Nash will foul out of the game. with 1 point. An immediate substitution, Arissa Riggs in for Jenna Nash. And Nash played well tonight. Did some things defensively. And the free throw by Graves is no good. The shot is good there by Graves. 60-48. It's a 12-point game. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Right corner, Bailey Snyder, three-pointer deep is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Tidwell. Tidwell working it down the far side of the court. She dribbles it in, floater is good. Sharon Tidwell, again, is having an unbelievable second half and really is the only reason that the Lady Bulldogs are in this game to begin with. Riggs, double teamed, looking for help, finds Kuiper. Off now to Snyder, 18-footer from the left elbow is good. Rachel Snyder, 22 points. Timeout taken here by Ted Hill. Let's see if it's a 30, it's a full, we'll take it with him. This is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Only 3 times in the past 3 years have the Lady Cougars scored 60 points. They have 62 tonight. They lead this one 62-50, 2:54 to play. They haven't scored 70 since the year 2017. Length of the course pass to Tidwell. Tidwell goes up with a shot, and it's in off the right side. Tidwell's acting almost as a tight end. And a whistle is blown. Timeout taken by John Hardin, as we will keep it here as Sharon Tidwell. Let's see if we can count up her title. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. I have 17 points for Sharon Tidwell here, with 14 of them coming in the second half. As Ted Hill's talking to his team right now on the sideline, trying to figure something out here on how to slow it down, as it was just a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Bulldogs. So it's a 10-point game, 62-52. Kenzie Renfro here down the near side. Pass off to Riggs. Riggs gets it across the timeline with 2:40 to play. Again, a 10-point game. Kenzie Renfro with it, gets a screen from Kuiper. Tries to make some space, pass down to the right block to Rachel Snyder. She goes all the way around, the shot is up and in. Make that 24 for Rachel Snyder. She's going for one of the higher point totals here in recent times, as Kenzie Renfro had 26 against Hopkins County Central last season. Clay with the ball off the right side. Handoff pass to Tidwell. She goes up and she'll put it in. And Rachel Snyder and Sharon Tidwell are just trading baskets here. Arissa Riggs splits a defender. She goes up with a shot, falls down, and loses the ball out of bounds. 2 minutes to play, 64-54. Here it is still a Lady Cougar lead. Lady Cougars trying to score 70 points for the first time since 2017. That was a win over Breckenridge County in the 3rd region tournament. Of course, that year, the Lady Cougars won the title. Down the right side, Tidwell goes around a defender, and she puts a bucket in, and the Lady Cougars have absolutely no answer for the 8th grader. Renfro double teamed in the backcourt. She gets around both defenders, gets around a third. She's got numbers into the corner to Riggs, and Riggs, a very, very, very intelligent play, dribbles it out. Into the corner, Bailey Snyder over to Kuiper. Kuiper down inside to Rachel Snyder. She puts it on the glass. The shot is up, no good, but she is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul is called on number 10, Kettlehake.
Lady Bulldogs, number 10, Christine Kelly. That's her first team.
That's her first and the team's 10th. So both teams will shoot the double bonus for the remainder of this game. Rachel Snyder to the free throw line. Trying to add to her point total, and that one is no good. She's missed her last 4 free throws.
Hold your ground, Black. Brooke, hold your ground.
The second one, though, she makes. 1:20 to play. Lady Cougars lead this one by 9, 65-56. Tidwell gets around Snyder. Her shot is up, and she's fouled by Renfro. That's Renfro's 4th. So Tidwell will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Fouls on Lady Cougars, number 22, Kinsey Renfro, her 4th.
Keep going to the rim, Black.
Tidwell's at the line for 2.
So here comes Tidwell. Trying to make this within 9. The first shot is no good. .113 to play. And she misses them both. Rebound pulled down by Riggs. Riggs, outlet pass up to Kuiper. Kuiper gives it off to Rachel Snyder. Rachel Snyder down inside to Renfro off the left side. The bucket is good. Kenzie Renfro with the assist there to Rachel Snyder. 1 minute to play. It's a 9-point Lady Cougar lead. Left side Clay with the ball. Over the head and saving inbounds is Tidwell, but it goes into the hands of Kuiper. Kuiper tries to find Snyder, goes into the hands of Clay. 3-pointer by Tidwell is no good off the back of the iron, and Kenzie Renfro taps that one out of bounds, and that's a bad call. They're going to give the ball to the Lady Cougars, and that's not a good call. And they're going to change the call and go to the Lady Cougars, and that's a good call. Nice job by the officials talking that one over, and you know what? As I always say, I'll admit it if it's a bad call against us, and I'll admit it if it's a bad call that goes in our favor. And that one did, but it wasn't the right call. Nice job by the official. Bailey Snyder knocks that pass away. Down inside to Tidwell. She's double-teamed. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rachel Snyder pulls down the rebound. A fight for the ball. Tidwell has it. She gives it off to Graves. That shot's no good. Tidwell gets the rebound, but a foul is called on the floor. As that foul is going to be called on Rachel Snyder, and she's going to foul out of this game.
Rachel Snyder, that's her 5th personal foul.
Rachel Snyder checks out and fouls out with 25 points, a brand new career high. And she deserves every bit of a standing ovation that the Cougar faithful are giving her tonight. So 25 points, Reagan Cave will check in. And they're not letting her. Not sure what the official was telling her she wasn't able to check in, but she was saying, well, I'm in for the player who just fouled out. The shot is no good, and that was 2 shots. That would have been a lane violation on every single player on the court, as I guess everybody thought that. 30 seconds to play. It's a 9-point Lady Cougar lead. Graves misses them both. The rebound tapped around, finally pulled down by Bailey Snyder. Snyder gives it off to Riggs, and Riggs is fouled from behind. And it looks like the Lady Cougars are going to survive this one. Got to make your free throws, though.
Marissa Riggs will be at the line to shoot the double bonus.
67-56. Riggs to the free throw line. Last season at Hart County, as she makes the first one, was 64% from the charity stripe.
Number 25, Cougar.
So here comes the second attempt from Riggs, is good. 69-56, 25 seconds to play. 13-point lead for the Lady Cougars. Into the corner, 3-pointer by Coleman Petaway. Long rebound pulled down by Bailey Snyder. It's knocked out of bounds with 14 seconds left. And I don't know that the Lady Cougars are going to get a chance at the 70 unless John Hardin decides to foul. And I think if you're head coach Nikki Coleman, you call off the dogs, and that's exactly what it looks like they're doing. The Lady Cougars just got to get it over the charity stripe, and no foul called there. She's just got to get it over. There it is. No foul called. They're going to let this one play out, and Cave has it. And the Lady Cougars win this one 69-56 is the final score here in this game. And what a job here, what a game. Wow, what more can you really say than just wow. This has been an excellent basketball game. We'll come back, wrap things up after this, talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill, as this is Lady Cougar basketball right here on K105.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
That is a pretty good breakfast.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny'd been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
If you need to talk to someone about substance use disorder, call 8338-KY-HELP for a Kentucky licensed treatment provider near you. A message from the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
I am a nurse,
A firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before.
The Lady Cougars win this one by a final score of 69-56. I mean, what a basketball game here tonight here between these two teams. As you hate to really see one team lose, but it's good to see that the Lady Cougars come away with the W here tonight behind a career-high 25 points and what I'm believing is a career-high 16 rebounds from Rachel Snyder. So, I mean, a lot to like. There's a lot to build on, but then again, the big question mark right now is the health of Laura Vincent, whether she is okay here moving forward, and so on. As we welcome you in here to the fifth quarter show right here on the Twin Lakes Best Mix K105. Today on the show, we'll talk with the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. We'll run down some scores from around the region and give you the scores from everything else here, as that's all coming up here and more, as this is the Twin Lakes Best Mix K105.
But one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
I am a nurse,
A firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm and disaster that threatens my community. I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw stuff on the and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Welcome back here to the fifth quarter show live from the Cougar Den. Sam Borneo, joined now by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, Ted Hill. And Coach, first off, I think congratulations on your first win as head coach of the Lady Cougars.
Yeah, that feels great. Get that one out back. Get off a good start. People are doing good. They just play great. They play great, but they play great.
In the first quarter, obviously the big story on your side is Laura. Do you know any update really for those listening?
Well, initial prognosis is she's fine. Not a little looseness in her knee, but we think most of it's good. We're going to check her again tomorrow.
Cody's getting good to Grayson Nelson. Yo, Tatum? I mean, Grayson Nelson's at Tatum's house 2 nights ago.
When you look at this, though, Laura steps out.
He sent a video of them to the group chat.
The first 4 minutes or so.
Well, if him going like this, you know.
Which is a new career high for her, at least points-wise, and I'm assuming a career high coming in the defense.
Laura's a top player in this region. They've been blessed for us to get to play something about it.
You go home and cry.
Yeah, just everybody else had to pick
Bobby. Here's my life normally. You know, it's normally fine day. Here it is.
And after prom, because Cody.
No, it's not good, Cody. I had a bad day.
I know, but you don't need to cry.
What?
You don't need to cry.
It's good for you.
You mentioned, I know, when you got hired here to open press conference, that you wanted to get a lot of players into the game, get everybody in. And I mean, you pretty much had everybody on your book here playing tonight. Were you happy with some of the younger players and how they played?
We played at 11 of the 12 that we dressed. As far as younger players go, Andy and Cougar came in. After playing most of the JV games, Alyssa Riggs also, after playing most of the JV games. So they were probably already a little bit tired, but they came in and did well. And Alyssa got free throws there. They came in, for freshmen. That's 2 freshmen running. They stepped in and helped the players. I thought Logan played. Logan played well the first half. So we got great bench play. Jen and Alice not going to get some good games. As always, just solid.
In that third quarter, they outscored you guys 21-12. What was the difference in that?
You're staring at I got him at the cheerleaders, staring at the cheerleaders there. Trying to get his head out of his there.
Tell him to take a couple out while he's down there.
What?
I said, tell him to take a couple out next time he's out there. Oh my gosh. So, Cindy, Nate, and what's her name?
Allison, yeah.
Yeah, that whole mess. But I posted that picture of, my mama on Thanksgiving. Did you get to see it? It's hilarious. Anyways, I'll send it to you later. It's just a picture of my mom.
or something.
And I said something like, Happy Thanksgiving for me and this baddie. And he stood up and he was like, she's not the only baddie in the picture. And I was like,
I hate me. He started online classes today. He's gone.
That's so stupid. He's weak.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
because
first
he
half.
got aggressiveness.
No, it's probably not. Probably because he didn't figure out his freaking rap song. He got in a lot of trouble for his rap. You not listen to him?
No?
Oh, we play him on replay in the locker room.
North Central on the road. What do you need to see from your team over this next couple of days? Now you got a real game under your belt.
It has nothing to do with him being in school.
What?
Do you think Grayson County Post will be worse stuff?
I don't know. I'm just dumbfounded about life right now. We lost the whole stream at one point this game.
No, my camera was involved. Their foot, my bad.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll see you on Thursday.
It's going to be a good road trip for us, and probably about the same top team we'll see them.
It's always good to see. We'll see you then. Thank you. We'll have more here on the Locker Room Show coming up after this.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
I am a nurse,
A firefighter, a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Nice pool, lady.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den, where the Lady Cougars improved to 1-0 here on this season with a 69-56 win here over the Lady Bulldogs of John Hardin. It was an exciting game. Congratulations to head coach Ted Hill for picking up win number 1. It was a game that was about 2 hours long. It was pretty much a length of a college game with playing, 8 minutes less of technically game time, no TV timeouts or anything. That just shows you how long of a basketball game that was. So we'll see if we can't run down some scores here from around the region, and we'll run down the scoring of this game coming up after this. But let's see what some scores are here.
What?
In girls basketball, Henderson County 71, Apollo 41. Owensboro Catholic defeats Castle, Indiana. That's the Lady Aces 57 to 49.
Well, I
In
can't
boys
do nothing
basketball,
about that.
Whitesville Trinity defeats Clover Ferguson 1 to 56. Our friends down in Graves County pick up a win over Livingston Central here tonight.
What?
The final score in Lake Bear basketball.
Yeah, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, well.
You had a player for Butler County score 28 in the loss. Looks like we only know all the scores in an early in girls basketball score. Whitesville Charity 53, Frederick Praise 43.
What?
So doubleheader happening there, up there to start this season. So it's been an exciting game here so far between these teams. And we'll take a break and wrap it up and run down the scoring here. Scoring. Cougar basketball right here on K1.
Welcome back to the show. Now time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
But one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
Me dropping it all the time or throwing it.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den, where the Lady Cougars are opening up the year to
what they say, right? All the guys wishes they could be me, and all the girls wishes they could be with
Running on
me.
the scoring, Rachel Snyder led all scorers. She had 25 points and 16 rebounds. Kenzie Renfro had 14 points, 9 from Bailey Snyder.
What?
Each from Arissa Riggs and Brianna Dennis.
See, did you let the student section get to you tonight? They changed your name, and all you did was tell me to the radio about it. You did good.
Points from Sharon Tidwell, 18 of which came in the second half. 8 points each from Mackenzie Graves and Brooke Green.
What?
6 points each from Jeannie Young and Kiara
It is
White.
known, or it was this morning.
From Nia Coleman Pepper this morning.
Yep. We got the best snowplow drivers in the country.
Our broadcast schedule this week. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll be back here at the Cougar Den, where the Cougar boys will play Apollo, as our coverage will begin at 7:10. As the game is scheduled to start at 7:30, with the Cougars taking on Apollo. Then on Thursday, we'll be down in Bowling Green with this Lady Cougar team for game 2 of their season. 6 o'clock start time for that, so our coverage will begin at 5:40 with the locker room show. And then on Friday, we'll be back here in the Cougar Den as the Cougar boys will take on McLean County, as the game time for that one, I believe, believe is 7:30, so I think we're looking at a 7:10 locker room show, but don't quote me on that. I'll hopefully have a better answer for that come tomorrow. So Lady Cougars tonight pick up a win over John Hardin. I want to thank our digital productions crew. I want to thank Cody Brock, Anna Davis, and our director was Chase Blaine. So on the night where the Lady Cougars defeat John Hardin by a final score of 69-56 and improve to 1-0 on the season. This is Sam Gormley saying so long.